so in FX, the currency world, that played out pretty much as we thought it would today, with the US dollar coming off a little bit, and these currencies not necessarily bid because of it, but more because of the US dollar weakness. What was interesting, I guess, was the stock market, which opened up up here on, was bid all through Asian session, started to come off during Europe, and then once Europe closed, got totally smashed as the US reporting season starts, and Apple came out and said they were going to slow reduced hiring as they expect economic conditions to start to bite. And here we can see the euro dollar carrying on through Asia and then selling off during the US close. Also wanting to just touch on bonds, which sort of were bid, the yield got bid during Asian and then sold off during the US, and post the US stock market close is starting to put another bid in again. Looking at the daily, we're right here on the moving average, so literally could go either way. I'm still looking at this as a kind of head and shoulder pattern with the neckline here, so if the neckline gets broken, then we'll be looking at interest rates moving lower. However, there might be that bid with the FOMC expecting to raise rates, so we might see a bid in that. There could well be a buy the rumour, sell the fact as interest rates run up. But yeah, it's to me the inflationary picture it's kind of peaked. That said, commodities certainly took off as Gazprom, Russia's oil energy market, turned the taps off to the US, to the Europe, and said we won't be sending it anymore indefinitely. So we're seeing the energy markets take that into account. Also in other commodities, rough rice took off, and we're seeing a bit of a bid coming across on all of these sort of major cereals and soft commodities. Gold got sold off during, well, ended unchanged really, but the big story was oil in the commodity picture. So where to from here? Well, technically, I don't see that the US dollar has stopped any particular reason. I think that's a bit more downside for the US dollar to come. So with that in mind, you see a bit more of an upside on the euro, and maybe even some more upside on the Aussie. Yeah, a bit of a bid in iron ore. So we might see that continue to play out over the next couple of sessions. Is that US dollar weakness, and with stocks, a bit of a turnaround off the moving average. You can see here the Nasdaq off the moving average as well. So it's a little tricky, but yeah, I would expect further weakness as reporting season starts to bite. Thanks guys, we'll see you tomorrow.